Hey guys, Jay here. So in this video we're going to be talking about the next convention that I'm going to and all that good stuff. So the next conventions that we're probably going to, and I say probably because we don't know for 100% fact, KomoriCon is more than likely, but Anime PDX is in Portland, Oregon, and like pretty much everything other than SoccerCon that I go to is in Portland, Oregon. And Anime PDX is kind of a spin-off of NewCon, because NewCon is also NewCon PDX. And it's even run by the same guy, so yeah, there is a little bit of stigma behind that, some negativity, stuff's happening. I'm not going to get into that. I just want to see what happens when I go, that's all. I don't really care. I am trying to get a press badge, so Atlis and I will be pressed if we go, which will pretty much pay for our badges because we can't afford the badges and the hotel. We're in the hotel across the street. The hotel that the convention is in, it's like 200 something a night. We aren't paying that. And I told them straight up, we're not paying that. So we went to the one across the street, and they were like $50 cheaper or something, somewhere around there. So it was way better. We're gonna stay there. So the two things that pretty much will stop us from going are not getting the press badges and not finding roommates. I do have two people lined up who want to room with us, but one of them needs to know if he's gonna have cash. The other needs to know if she's gonna have a job. So we need to kind of figure all that kind of stuff out. Other than that, let's get on to cosplays for that convention, and then we'll talk about KomoriCon and all that stuff in a moment. So for Anime PDX, we have two group things to do. One might not happen because stuff might not arrive in time. So if stuff doesn't get to me or him in time, and things don't happen in time, then we can't do it. Because part of my stuff is actually being made and needs to come over here to me from China or whatever. And it's bought stuff that I'm altering, so that's gonna happen. And if that doesn't come to me in time, then I obviously can't do it. And there are two things that I'm doing myself. One is a group thing and one isn't a group thing. The other thing I also have to get custom made and brought over here because I'm not getting someone else to, I'm not paying for a commission for it, and I don't want to make it myself. I'm just kind of lazy like that. So I don't have any of the pictures on here like I usually do, where I can just pull up a picture on my open broadcast software that I'm recording on. So I'm going to do that all in editing, but the one group thing that we might not do depending on if it comes is Alice and the Hatter. Now, we're not doing traditional stuff. We're actually taking bits and pieces from different versions of them and kind of putting them together and taking RPG elements and throwing that all in and kind of just mixing it up and getting whatever we can out of it. So that's going to be kind of fun. We're still trying to think of weapons and all that kind of stuff. Don't really know what's going to happen. We are taking more inspiration from the Alice in the Country of Hearts rather than Alice in Wonderland. So that is kind of where we're drawing our stuff from, getting ideas for design, and then everything's just going to be bought and altered. But like I said, it still have to get here in order to do that. So the other thing that we're doing for a group is we're going to do Gohan and Yamcha again, just like we did at SoccerCon. We literally decided that tonight because we're trying to do another video. He's doing the video for the group page, so we kind of had to just decide on the spot what all we were doing. So Gohan and Yamcha are going to still probably be a thing that we're doing, and then the one that I was saying I still have to also get to me that is just my own thing that's not a group is I was going to do Kirito from Sword Art Online, but specifically the abridged version, Jesus-kun, because it's funny. I'm not really that into Sword Art Online as much as it may seem like it with all the figures that I bought, NewCon and all that kind of stuff. But both of my swords, I bought two swords, you guys probably never saw them, but I bought both of Kirito's swords from Season 1, and they're at Atlis's house because I couldn't get them home. I had to take a bus. I'm not bringing those on a bus. They are foam. They're like those battle ready foam ones. But whatever. And then I was gonna have like something coming out from the back or something maybe, or even on a headband or something that is like on a clear like a wire maybe even, I don't know. But it's gonna have one of those HP bar things that they have in the game, and it's gonna say Jesus Kun on it instead of Kirito. So that was pretty much what that was gonna be, but I have to find one, and I don't want to spend too much because I don't care that much. So if I can not spend money on it, that'd be fine, or not spend a whole lot of money. And then the other thing we're doing is, well, that he's doing, that Atlis is doing, is Shugo from Dot Hack Legends of the Twilight. That's actually almost done. He's actually working on it tonight after he's done with the video, all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty much what we're doing for Anime PDX, and we're hopefully going to be vlogging again. I know I will. I don't know if Atlis is going to. I'm trying to get him to do that more often, but he's not very good at remembering to do that. So there's not a whole lot I can do about it. But anyway, KomoriCon, the next one, KomoriCon. So at this convention, this is, you know, one of my favorite conventions, bigger convention, so we're doing a lot more this time. We might be bringing Alice and Hatter back, I don't know. Those are going to be like backups just in case. And then we're also going to be bringing, I'll also bring Jesus Kun Kirito if I have it still, or if I have it in time for either of them. I don't know if I'll have it even in time for that, so, you know, there's that. So I'll be bringing both of those. And then Atlis is going to be bringing Shugo again from Dot Hack. And then the other ones, we're actually doing two other group things. One is Blaze Blue, and I'm doing Noel, and he's doing Hakumen. And there will be a video, it'll probably be before this one actually, where I showed off how to make the guns, kind of. It was kind of a walkthrough more than a tutorial. So I did that. So obviously that's who I'm cosplaying. And then we're also doing Link and Zelda from A Link Between Worlds, because that is one of my more favorite Zelda titles, and it's one of the easier ones to do the costumes from. And while we were at NewCon and I bought those Kirito swords, Atlis bought a Master Sword. It was the same thing. It was in the foam style, that battle ready foam. And like that, it's almost like Nerf foam, you know, those Nerf swords, kind of like that, but in the style of these swords. So that's pretty much what we're doing for the next two conventions. We can't really say anything about NewCon yet because we don't know. All depends on what happens. NewCon and Anime PDX have kind of been like going down. They've been going downhill very fast because of the stigma that's behind it. And if you don't know, I'm not going to get into it in this video. I'm not going to get into it on my channel, anything like that. I'm just going to tell you guys there is stigma behind it, and if you want to, you can look it up, you can Google it or something. But like the Anime PDX hasn't even updated any of their stuff. You can't even really apply for press. He had to give me the link to the application. It still isn't even on the website, so as far as I know. Yeah, it's been kind of bad lately. So I don't know. It depends on what happens to if NewCon's even going to happen again. I don't know. We'll find out. And then hopefully AkiCon will get some new people. They were supposed to have sold it just this last year. Their site still isn't up for anything, so we don't know what's going to happen this year. So if they do move it, I might end up going to that. I don't know. We'll find out. If it's not the same weekend as something else, like it's usually the same weekend as now KomoriCon. But if they move it, then that's cool, then whatever. Anyway, but that's it for this. So that's all the stuff we're doing. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.